Hello friends of the Northern Entertainment and welcome to another episode of my emergency for ABCs of emergency. Today we are in the Helping Peter modification, which is a modification that is not so much focused on police or fire, but more on a first aid unit. And as you see here, we are hanging out and just waiting for the next call, making a nice little coffee here. And then, no, first you're gonna turn on the TV and you can sit down. There you go. Now we're just hanging out and waiting for the next call. And here's our call. So we're gonna get dressed for success since it is a night call. Gonna put our yellow coat on. And get going. So person feeling bad, that is a very very vague description of what's going on. But since it's night, we're not gonna go code 3 all the way. We don't want to wake everybody up. Here we are. Gonna grab our equipment. And we can tell already that we do need the ambulance. Please open that. Thank you. And take your oxygen bag. And also, well, start with the oxygen bag and see. Hello, ma'am. And then we're gonna get quickly our emergency bag as well. There we go. And then we'll see how she's doing. Move a little bit faster, would you? And now we can check the patient. Check the ABCs. Free airways, fast breathing, no major bleeding. Okay. Check pulse and blood pressure. Blood pressure is 195/100. Blood pressure 115. Oh, man. Oxygen saturation 97. Blood sugar 5.4. Okay. Ambulance is here. Not a minute too soon. You can get your stretcher. We do have oxygen, don't we? Give us some water. What else do we have? Leave patient? No. She has high blood pressure. I wonder why. Now with that high blood pressure though, we're gonna sit her up. Open oxygen bag. Oxygen via Hudson. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much all we can do, really. Yeah, Peter, get out of the way then. There we go. Grab her up to the hospital. You can bring your stuff back in. And off to the hospital you go. Now, I don't think he's a doctor, so I don't even bother about medication at this point. And I honestly, I don't know how much they are allowed to. As emergency helper or whatever he is. I don't know if he's a rescue or EMT or EMS or EMTA. If you guys know that. And we got another alarm, this time unconscious person. Yeah, I'm back after a short little crash. Unfortunately, that happens every now and again. But yeah, that cannot really bother us too much, can it? So with unconscious person, we will indeed respond code 3. Even though it is still night, but unconscious person is a little bit of a different scenario than what we had earlier. Gonna drive here. Turn our floodlights on. That don't make a lick of difference. Call an ambulance, because that we definitely need. And then we're gonna grab probably everything, really. What? Come on. Emergency bag. And grab the oxygen bag for now. And why do I grab everything here instead of checking her first? Well, because those 2 seconds that it's gonna take me to grab my extra stuff, if I gonna help me later if I need the stuff and I'm alone. Check her. Free airways, slow breathing, no major bleedings. Okay. Normal pupils. GCS is 3. Blood pressure is perfect. Oxygen is 91, so we want to give her... We're definitely going to give her some oxygen, first of all. Okay. Normal sinus, that's good. Blood sugar 6.5. Now I don't remember what it was in Germany, but I know in Canada it's between 4 and 7 is what we call a fasting blood pressure, so yeah, she doesn't need glucose. What else can we check? Free airways, slow breathing still, no major bleeding. Recovery position for you, lady. And we're just gonna keep monitoring until ambulance arrives, which ambulance just did arrive. So you can go ahead here and grab your stretcher, please. Or not. That's cool too. Yeah, you can. She's good. Slow breathing, free airways. Now, of course, with the area that this whole thing happened, it could be a drug intox. It could be a ton of different things. So she's of course going into the hospital. And you, my friend, can grab your stuff, bring it back to the vehicle. We don't really need to worry about hurrying too much. We're at the moment status busy anyway. Now we're just gonna put our stuff away, clean our equipment, and head on back. Back home is where we go. I should have maybe called the police for this one, to be honest with you guys, because of the location and because it was unclear what happened to her. I mean, there was no major bleeding, so that definitely helped. So we'll see. I'm gonna put us on status free again. Because very clearly we are. And we have our next call. Person feeling bad. Well, that didn't take too long. We're only gonna go code 2 on that. Actually, we might as well. And here we are. Here we are. Grab your equipment, please. Probably don't need that even. So let's see. ABCs. Free airways, fast breathing, no major bleeding. Left side. What left side paralyzed pupil difference? GCS is 12. Okay, anti-shock blanket. Left side paralyzed pupils. That is something neurological. Blood sugar is 5.4. It's on the low end. Oxygen saturation is 97, so he's gonna get oxygen. And blood pressure 195 over 100 with a pulse of, yeah, definitely could be a stroke. So as fast as possible to the hospital. No questions asked. Gonna continue to monitor. Ambulance is on the way, and as soon as they come, we're gonna... Well, the stiff neck wasn't really necessary, but you don't know, we don't know the mechanics of this accident, so... I mean, if he had a stroke and he had a sudden onset, then he might have hurt himself. Come on, guys. Hurry the frick up. Okay. Quick, 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 quick. And as quick to the hospital as possible. Stroke unit should be already there. And again, we can clean our act up here. So it seems to me like he is really just BLS because he can't even... if this was a case way back, I know that my paramedics would have put an IV in, because, well, you want to make sure that if a doctor has to push fluids or push medication, that this can be done as quickly as possible. But guys, I think those 3 calls were, now that I think about it, I didn't check D and E on that first call where the game crashed, so I'm thinking that that probably was a stroke as well, because it presented itself very similar. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, leave a comment if you've clearly inclined to do so. Have a great week, and yeah, again, thanks for watching. It's the NorthernAlex signing off. God bless.